Hey everyone, how's it going today? Today I'll be putting in my intake, as well as you probably saw before. I already have my access port all set up here. So first thing you want to do is take out the black cover here. That's right underneath the car. There's quite a few little push clips, and there's two 12mm bolts just to take that off. And the second thing I did here was just get this undone. So you basically two pop clips, and then right here there is a 10mm bolt that you untake. So that'll give you access to this clamp and then the clamp right where my finger is. So you'll be removing this part here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll go on to the next step. Now your next step is to remove the 10mm bolt right here. It has a nut as well, so you're going to want to secure it, but go ahead and take that off. Finished up my work here for the moment, so underneath for the moment, so just going to remove this part now. Since I have the shroud, I have to do a little bit more. Now I have this intake scoop off. I'm going to remove these two 10mm bolts here. And then if you look down there, right here, there's one more, so it'll be 3 total. Now I'm going to remove my mass airflow sensor, just basically unclip it, and then I can unclip these two parts here, open this up. Once I get this brace undone, and then take out my filter, take out this front cover, then I'll be able to pull everything up from the back here. For those of you interested, this is what the air filter looks like after 12,000 miles. So already look pretty rough, pretty dirty as well. One thing I did notice now is that this bracket right here is just sticking out. So I already kind of slightly test fitted my tube coming from here, and it goes right into this. So what I'm going to do is remove the bolt right there that's securing it, and just take it off. This is the bracket I just removed. It's a 12mm bolt. Wasn't sure if it secured the frame or not, so I went ahead and put the bolt back in, but went ahead and just took off this bracket. Next part of this install is going to be putting this sleeve on the opposite end of where this little bracket points out, and then take 2 of your clamps and fit them on, then start putting it in. Just kind of install it and tighten it down a little bit. I may wiggle it around later, but I'm going to go ahead and just get a, guess what you would call a test fit. So right now I have the, I guess you call it a coupler, something like that, but basically the right clamp tightened down with the left side in, but really loose. As you come over to the top, you'll see this part here that's sticking out, and you have no clue where it goes. It actually, you unclip right here, and then may have to get some pliers, but you unclip and then use one of your bolts to secure it right there. Now with this, I'm not 100% sure. I'll correct you later, or correct myself later if there's any type of change. But I'm basically going to use a bolt, washer, and then washer, then nut. Secure this piece here to right there. Now I did remove the airflow sensor out of here and then installed it here. There's no instructions on how to actually, which way to orient it, so from just looking at it, there's an opening right there, but if you look on the other side, it's just all sealed. So it makes sense that the opening would be where your air is coming in. So that's the way I'm orienting it, and about 99% sure that's the way it needs to go. So I did verify this is the correct orientation of where your mass airflow sensor needs to be placed. Now we're going to be moving on to putting on this tube here. So it's going to sit, you're going to use your larger end, that's going to fit on the pipe, and this end is what's going to connect to the sensor here. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this on and then just show you how it looks. So this is how the tube should sit, and then basically you're going to fit your mass airflow harness right on top of there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and secure everything down. So this is the way that it looks right now. I think won't have to make any adjustments. I think everything will be good. So now I'm going to take the mass airflow sensor. It's connected, you just disconnect it, plug one end into here, then the other end right down there. So I have it routed around down there. Gave it a kind of like the furthest distance since it is a pretty big harness. Now I just have to take this filter, stick it right on top, and secure it down, and that'll be it for the full intake install. With everything secured, I noticed that this filter stuck a little bit closer towards here, so all I did was go down and not remove, but just loosen up the clamp that was where this connection coupler piece meets your actual pipe, and just kind of wiggled around till I found what I think is going to be the best position here. So from here, you're going to install the box. You're going to use your 2 factory bolts and basically remove this piece here, then use one of the screws supplied, this one here. I'm going to put a washer on it and take this clamp, move it in. The box is now fitted on. I just have to tighten these 2 bolts, and then there's a bolt down there. It's kind of hard to see, but I'll just use this one supplied here and just get everything tightened down securely, then double check from looking underneath, make sure that the filter isn't touching the box, and I'll be good to go. So with looking everything underneath, there is a gap there. That's what I wanted to check to make sure that that wasn't resting against the box. So just double check all the connections, make sure everything's tightened down really properly, and that'll be it. So this is looking pretty good right now. I like how it took away all the random just junk that you have here. This is just a really clean flat surface. So now I'm going to put everything back together the way it was before, and I'll show you what it looks like. Before I do flash of stage 1 ETS tune, I actually figured I'm going to make 2 videos just in case someone was just looking solely for the ETS intake install. So this is everything here. Looks really good. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe, and as always, happy driving and enjoy. Reason why I tell you to subscribe is because I have 1 box here, and let's take a look back here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packages. All installs about to be coming up here pretty soon, so you need to stay tuned for it. See you guys later. Have a good one.